What's happening with the ACP-EU or Samoa agreement is crazy.
So a lot has been going on related to the ACP-EU agreement, and you would recall that 1 year ago, the Minister of Foreign Affairs actually called into an education town hall after I asked a very important question related to the agreement and the impact on our children and the kind of perverted content that they wanted to teach our children, which would caught them and kick them out of school before. Check out what happened then.
I'm sorry to intervene, but while the comment was being made, the Minister of Foreign Affairs was actually listening, and she wrote to us and said that Jamaica is not going to be a party to any such thing to influence our children in any such way.
That was the assurance she gave me when I spoke to her. So I'm glad that she was listening and was able to respond.
Well, thanks, Prime Minister. I am also glad that she was listening and was able to respond, and I'm glad that she had told you before that she wasn't going to sign. Now, they still seem as though they were going to sign the agreement. However, the Friday before the November 15 date for signing the ACP-EU agreement, after the JCHS applied a whole lot of pressure, they decided that they would delay signing. Now, the minister did say that the government was satisfied that the language of the text in the ACP-EU agreement would not supersede Jamaica's domestic legislation, that it would not go against our laws, and that the government was fully committed to protecting the interests of Jamaica and Jamaicans with the laws of Jamaica as our guide. Now, something interesting actually followed. Then a mad rush after the minister said that she would be delaying signing the ACP-EU treaty. Carol Narcis put out this huge amount of effort to create this document to get persons to sign on to say the government should sign this treaty. 15 organizations signed and 21 individuals. A whole lot of them are verifiably pro-trans, pro-LGBT and pro-abortion organizations and people. Second on this list, Diana Fox, University Director at Institute for Gender and Development Studies. We know that she's pro-LGBT and the Institute for Gender and Development Studies itself, UWI-MONA, is first on this list. They are the ones that are promoting the UWI gender policy. So in a way, this should really be Diana Fox forcing this transgender policy at the University of the West Indies. But she is for the ACP-EU agreement, which has nothing to do with transgenderism, right? I wanted to paint it plainly for you. This is what is going on. And I hope the government doesn't fall for it because it makes no sense.
I'm from Transwave, and I believe in trans rights. I want the government to sign the ACP-EU agreement because it won't affect trans rights.
I'm from Caribbean Vulnerable Communities and Jamaicans for Justice. We did this horrible comprehensive sexuality education thing and there was a huge drama. We love CSE and we actually want the government to sign the ACP-EU treaty because we're definitely not lining up to go back into the schools with comprehensive sexuality education. Please sign it. You can trust us.
Hi, I'm from We Change, and we're super pro-abortion, and we want the government to sign the ACP-EU agreement because, well, it's not going to affect anything about abortion.
Hey, I'm from JFLAG, that's Jamaica Forum for Lesbians, Allsexuals and Gays, rebranded to Equality for All Foundation Jamaica, who we're super into LGBT rights, and we want to make sure that the whole Jamaica is one big rights-fighting country. But guess what? We want you, our country, to sign the ACP-EU agreement because it has nothing at all to do with homosexual, lesbians, gays, transgender rights. I mean, yeah.
If it's not about those things, why do they care so much? The Christians are concerned and the LGBT, trans, abortion people are very concerned. One thing is for sure, the government can no longer say that the ACP-EU treaty has nothing to do with trans, LGBT or abortion rights because all of them came out and were super concerned in a mad rush. If the government signs the ACP-EU treaty as is, they should be treated as an LGBT, trans and abortion loving government. And if they don't sign the ACP-EU treaty or they enter reservations protecting our sovereignty, protecting our families, protecting our culture and our values, then they should be treated as a pro-family government. The people of Jamaica are watching closely. This thing is gonna guide us for 20 years of national life. That's a whole generation. We will hold our government accountable. So let's see what you're gonna do. Big up.
Like, share, and comment.